Record. Hey everybody, it's Monday, August 10th, and this is Team Spark, and we're going to get started with this week's call. Thank you, Lisa, for logging in. Just a few announcements to get started. There was some confusion over the Fix Challenge Pack in terms of what was on sale and when it ended and that sort of thing. The regular Fix is on sale through the 12th, so Wednesday, and for $140. The Extreme is only on sale through today, like through the end of today. So it is showing up as $160 already, I guess, when they go to check out. So it's throwing people off, but they will actually only be charged $140. If you have any questions, you can always have them call to order. Then you can talk to an individual rather than just the computer. But that's what I've been told. So there's that. And then for the rest of August, we have Size that's on sale. So if you're looking for the promotions, that would be the one to talk about. But of course, you can always talk about whatever you're sharing. And I think that I wanted to talk about that a little bit too, because as different challenge packs are on sale every month, I don't want you guys to think that's like the only challenge pack that you can talk about. Most of us connect with one program more than the other, and that's going to be the one that's easiest for us to share about because it's natural and it's what we're using ourselves. So don't ever, when there was a time when Hip Hop Abs was on sale and I was like, yeah, I don't even think I told anybody about it, and that's okay. I've sold in challenge packs at full price before, and I don't have a problem. The Fix I sell at $160 all the time. So just talk about your story continuously and don't worry so much about the sales. $20 is $20, and for some people it makes a difference, but it shouldn't make or break a sale if you have invited correctly most of the time. So there's that. Another just housekeeping announcement. I'm gonna post this as well. But there was some legal counsel training given to the leaders, and just a compliance tip. Sometimes the compliance rules, we miss them, just like the bonus buying that Jamie talked about last week, because if you go into compliance, it's a million things long and nobody reads them all. So another thing I wanted to make sure that we address tonight is, as a Team Beachbody coach, there's a lot to celebrate. You celebrate achievements in health and fitness. You celebrate reaching financial milestones, team milestones, all that sort of thing. But one thing to keep in mind is that whenever you share information about any financial success you have achieved as a coach, it is imperative that you include the required income disclaimer that is included below. So if you share your financial successes, such as showing a diamond pool bonus check, saying that you have finally paid off your 10-year credit card in just 12 months by being a coach, showing a picture of your new car, house, or boat, and saying, "Thank you, Beachbody," written underneath. Each of these is an example of a direct income claim, and it applies whether you are posting on social media, on a website, or flyer. Another important requirement is that the disclaimer has to be tied to the claim you are making, buying it down below in the comments section. So if the reason why a disclaimer is critical for these claims is that as a government regulator see it without a disclaimer, they view these claims as recruiting promises that these are the results that anybody joining the business should expect. That is why our income statement has always read, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts. As Beachbody continues to be a leader in the direct sales industry, we are almost ensure that fellow coaches remain compliant with these requirements. So we have to teach this to all of our coaches. So whenever directly soliciting somebody about the financial benefits as joining as a coach, make sure you include a link to our Statement of Independent Coach Earnings, which can be found at teambeachbody.com/coach, and also through a link that I will post in our group. And so the basically thing is just make sure that if you guys are posting things like "Thank you, Beachbody, for doing this," or whatever, that you're giving that disclaimer. Okay? Safety net. I'll post that in the group too, because that was a lot of words. But that popped up tonight, and I wanted to make sure to bring it up for sure. Shout outs real quick. I'm just going to give a shout out to those of you who have already reached Success Club for the month of August. That means you have reached Success Club. There are many points on the board, but this means you have already reached Success Club for the month of August. In my back office, this is what I see. And if I don't say your name for already reaching Success Club and you have reached Success Club, please know I'm not trying to forget anybody. Sometimes there are glitches in the back office system. And so if you think you have hit Success Club and I don't call your name, make sure you message me so we can look into it, okay? So far for the month of August, already hitting Success Club 5 or higher, I have Calissa Ham, I have Alan Tuttle, I have, scrolling down, there are a lot of points, but it's early in the month, Alyssa Anderson, and that might be it for those 3 that have already hit Success Club for the month. So Calissa, Alan, and Alyssa. Woohoo! Way to go. And Lisa Boutier. Hello. She's all the way down here. But she has Success Club 6. So she has hit Success Club 5 or higher as well. Woohoo! And I'm just going to scroll in before I finish my woohoos. Lisa. Yep. All right. So we have Lisa Boutier, Alan Tuttle, Calissa Ham, and Alyssa Anderson have hit Success Club for the month of August already. So good job, you guys. Only August 10th. I am so proud of you. And let's keep pushing forward. And now I'm going to get through some content here. So first up, I wanted to give us just some inviting tips. So here are my top 3 tips when you're talking to strangers about when people are saying I'm approaching strangers about Beachbody and it's awkward and how do I do this? And what you don't want to do is say, hi, it's so nice to meet you. Did you know I'm a Beachbody coach? And oh, you look like you might benefit from doing this challenge group with me. No. Okay. So don't do that. I wouldn't do that anyway, but don't do that. Instead, I mean, guys, it really should just be human interaction and just be normal. You're at your kid's preschool, you're at the grocery store in line, you smile and you say hi to the person next to you, and then you strike up a conversation about, whatever is going on, whether or not it's the line you're waiting in or the kids and how cute they are, like whatever it is. See my shirt? I wore this tonight on purpose because I went to my child's ice cream social. Okay, because I was at school. Hello, like perfect opportunity to talk to people, right? Did I bring business cards and hand out Shakeology samples? No. Okay, but I was just it's a conversation starter, and I was talking, like just genuinely talking with parents that I was sitting next to. Okay, and then from there, when you ask them a question like, "Hey, how are you?" Listen for a response. Listen to the response. Then ask a follow-up question. Oh my gosh, you just got a puppy? What kind of breed is it? Listen, be genuine. Find something that you are interested in they're talking about. If you're not interested in dogs, then don't ask them about their dog. For me, I love dogs. So if someone talks about their animal, I'm like all about it. And then when it's time to go, I'm like, I'd love to keep chatting. Do you have Facebook? Or I hope to see you soon, or whatever kind of connection you can, connect with them on an outside basis. So just keep it genuine, keep it personal, take Beachbody out of the equation, take the pressure off, focus on connecting and being a human being. It should not be about sell. It will come naturally if that connection is made and it is something they would benefit from. So there are a lot of Beachbody coaches around me, like at my kids' school already. So I'm not going to, if I went up and did that, I would probably be like, psh. So instead, I'm just, connecting and chatting and making friends. That's all. Okay. Next, I wanted to give you guys some content. I was watching some YouTube videos today, and one of them that I came across was a top 10 coach, Amy Silverman. I know that Jolie has followed her. She really likes her. She loves to travel. She's got a lot of tattoos. She's got really long hair with like purple streaks in it. She's pretty cool. So not like me, but she's pretty cool. But anyway, she's very like straight in your face. And she answered some questions for some coaches. And one of the things they asked her was, if you could go back to being a new coach, what is one thing you would change? And the thing that she said was that she would start building her team right away. And in that, she said, it's not about Success Club points. And even though it should be non-negotiable that we hit Success Club, you don't want to wait to add coaches or to start that momentum, because the coaches you have at the beginning may not be with you in a few years, because it depends on you and how you grow as a leader. Hiding stuff. Don't act like you're somebody you're not. Be good at telling your story. Be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Just because you see another coach doing it doesn't mean that it's for you. Okay? So do what works for you. Be yourself. Be genuine. Share your story. Don't let your ego call the shots. Don't worry about what other people think about you, because what matters is that what your story and how you connect with others, because you will. Okay? You will connect with people. And it may be in different ways, and that's the way it should be. We all have different ways that we connect with people. That's what makes us human. Just like I said about talking to strangers and connecting with them from the first go, talking to people about when they're a new coach, you should be yourself. Instead of being scared about what other people are thinking of you, just share. She said, one of the things she said that struck me was that, people that get turned off by Beachbody, they think it's a cult. It's not a cult. It's a lifestyle. And if you don't like the fact that I drink Shakeology every day and work out 6 days a week, you don't have to. Like, that's your prerogative, but it is part of who I am, and I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to be ashamed to share it. I'm not going to be ashamed to talk about it. I'm not going to be ashamed that I don't want to feed my kids pizza 7 days a week. It's just not me. So be yourself, and the opposite. If you go and have birthday cake at your kid's party, don't apologize for it. Don't hide it. Be yourself. Be yourself. That's how we connect with people. Okay, so stop trying to be, all of us, don't try to be somebody you're not, right? And it's hard. I care a lot about what other people think, more than I should, and I'm working on it, but I still care, and I don't know that I'll ever go away, because it's part of who I am. Again, it's part of who I am, though, and it's just part of my being. Can't get rid of it. It's in here. But at the same time, I'm not going to try to be somebody else that I am. Okay, that's who I am. So I hope that was helpful. Just some quick tips tonight. I was hoping that more of you guys would be on the call so we could do some reflection. So I am going to ask Lisa here in a minute. Just my last little tip was some personal development recommendations for you guys. Slight Edge and Anything by Tony Robbins. Those were the two that Amy Silverman suggested. So if you haven't read Slight Edge, and if you don't have anything by Tony Robbins, she suggested anything by Tony Robbins, any podcast, any seminars, anything by Tony Robbins. And she thinks you are a badass, which we've been talking about a lot, which I loved that book, but she actually said she thought it was a better book for challengers instead of coaches, which I thought was interesting. So there you have it. I'm done talking. Lisa, do you have, I'm not actually, my network bandwidth is low tonight. So if you have anything you want to review, if you can type it on the group chat, that would be great. Otherwise, we can talk on the phone later, because I'm not getting good reception. I'm gonna give you a second. You're frozen on my screen. It's like frozen Lisa. Set a goal each week. Yep. Everybody needs to be setting goals. Lisa's been really good about this. She told me she was going to hit SC5 by the 5th, and she got really sick, so she was at SC4, but she had the orders waiting, and now she's at SC6 by the 10th, and now we're working towards 10. So, and she's got those coaches she's adding, so it keeps that momentum up. Set yourself goals, break it down into pieces, into steps, and then work towards them. And stay on your own track too, right? SC8 hasn't shown up yet. It will tomorrow, right? Points always show up after I do recognition. It's it's inevitable. I'm like, woo, all these people, and then everyone's like, I have this point, this point, this point. Inevitable every week. Yeah. Follow up with as many challengers as you can individually is so true. I send out individual messages to all my challengers because the groups get overwhelming, and some people they even turn off the notifications because they don't want to see them all day. So follow up with your people, especially if they're quiet. Follow up with them. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them if there's anything you can help them with. And remember that, trust them. They invested in you. So if you disappear after they buy that challenge pack, they're not going to stick around. So she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. She's got it figured out. Once she decides she's going to work this, she's got it. So follow up with your challengers, you guys. August 10th, the new fixed group started today for most of us. I think that Jackie's team has one starting next week, if I remember correctly. There is my mommy boot camp is starting next week. You guys, please invite to it. Right now there's like one person besides coaches. So if you have new people between now and the 17th, please add them in there. I promise I'll take good care of them. And you are obviously more than welcome to do whatever you want in there. You can post, you can help. I don't care. It's pretty low maintenance, but I do want people to have support. So that is it. So I'm going to sign off for tonight. Hopefully the tips were helpful that I read off. And you guys have a wonderful day or evening, whatever it is. Okay, bye.